Take three. Okay. So, my boy Fada gives me this gives me this tweet about, Keke Palmer kissing a white man. And I don't want to say YouTube, Twitter blew up because I don't really think it's a. Long story short, I don't think it's a big deal. And even then, like his stance on it, like that, black people don't really fuck with interracial relationships. We don't really swear like we do it, but like it's really like, how can I say this? I don't want to say the word taboo. We frown on it. Like black people frown on swirling, and I tend to have to agree with them because I like even like especially from the black women standpoint, because I've been to places where like a black man was with a white woman, and the black women, and I've seen this myself. I'm not saying all black women do this, but I've seen this myself where black women, it was like, fuck you bring that white bitch for? You probably couldn't even handle a real sister. I've seen this. Like I've literally seen this. And not really much from the men. I think it was like as far as men go, you don't care because usually the women, the black women that usually fuck with the white man, they're usually don't fit in with a lot of black people in general. Like you've seen them, like they like they're the ones where a lot of black people say, "Oh, you act white." Like a lot of those, I don't want to say, yeah, alternative black women, not the awkward one, but more or less alternative black women that maybe listen to goth like Panic at the Disco and all them other bullshit as not bullshit, actually real good bands. The Panic at the Discos and all them other white bands that I can't really think of. Like those yeah, all them bands and shit. Those are the people that usually date white men. And then like when they date the white man, like them niggas is like greasy, skinny, or like that really hardcore rut. They look like they haven't like washed in three. But the black women be pretty, but you can tell they got some cool spirit in them. Like those are usually the ones that really fuck with. Now, with that being said, with this Keke Palmer shit, now was going through the threads and the trending topic. Me personally, I thought that it was lighthearted. It was like jabs. These are like jabs, not really taken seriously. It's just jabs, Especially like there was a lot of Umar memes that a lot of these brothers is just like they just think it's funny because one, she was kind of drunk. If you really look at the video, she looked drunk. I could be wrong. She was drunk, and then it was just like a whole drunk kiss. It was just like, and even the kiss, it didn't look all that romantic. It was just like, here, nigga, here, just kiss him and all that shit. I don't know, like it didn't look all that romantic and shit. At least in my opinion, it just looked sloppy and drunk. So, like the most I've seen was, damn, I just lost a chance to shoot a shot at a woman I'll probably never meet in my life. And that's funny. Like that shit is funny. Or like the niggas just throwing Umar memes out, and it's like, can't believe you don't mess with the white. It was like I saw a lot of those. So in my opinion, it was just like it's not that serious. When it came to the men, it's not that serious. But we're gonna. This is like it's not that serious, and but I am gonna get my jokes out of it. So I seen that, but Lord and behold, you got some of these black women, and I don't want to be look at. I love my black women, I really do, I really do. But some of y'all do not have a sense of humor, and I guess this is what I'm trying to say. A lot of y'all don't have sense of humor, and y'all don't know how to laugh at yourself, and it shows, especially in this tweet, because y'all want, because this was a lot of y'all's tweets. oh, y'all gonna drag her, which in my opinion we didn't, but y'all was like, oh, y'all gonna drag Keke for kissing a white man, but y'all wouldn't protect her from August Alsina, from when a black man attacked her and all that shit. Now, to keep this one short, and I've had this argument, she was being messy. That shit had nothing to none of that shit had nothing to do with her. And I don't she didn't even have to throw herself in, she didn't even have to put her 2 cents in there, but she did, and she was being messy, and yes, even though with August Alsina, yes, a hit dog will holler. He thought he was, they both, and in my opinion, they're both in the wrong. But going back to what I'm saying, a lot of you black women, y'all don't know how to laugh at yourself. I feel like in this generation, especially in this generation, I feel, and this is one of the things where I feel like a lot of our sisters, this is a weak point for all of our sisters, is that we've been victimized so much that sometimes we don't know when we're not victims. And I've always said that. Like, when you think when you are when you think everybody is an enemy, you don't know who is a friend. Even the people that's been on your side, you kind of look at them as an enemy because you feel like one of these days that they're going to turn on you. I never want, now, to me, I've always said, I never want to live my life like that because that shit is just weak. I've never had a victim mentality. I've accepted accountability, and I've always said this. I have an accountability for myself. If I fuck up, I fuck up. I don't mind. Even this conversation I'm gonna put out, I could be wrong. I really can be wrong. Maybe y'all do laugh at yourself. Maybe I don't know. I could be wrong. But from what I've seen, y'all really don't. And it's to me, that's always been excuse me, that's always been a black woman's weakness. Now, don't get now. I've showed my face on here pretty full. Obviously, y'all can see I'm a big boy. I'm fat. If y'all see my Instagram, I'm a fat boy. I've been a fat boy for a minute. I've always said, shit, I need to lose this motherfucking weight. Still haven't though. But one of these days I will lose this weight. But but you don't think I done been through my share of fucking fat jokes and all that other shit? I've been through a lot of jokes. I've been clapped even when I wasn't fat, niggas would get on me. Elementary school me, I've always said I never want to be elementary school me because I was a little sensitive punk. That's my opinion. No one else really thinking that, but I always thought that. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't act that way no more. You grow out of it. I grew out of it, but that time I will admit that's some shit. I will admit I was kind of a sensitive young boy and all that other stuff. Now I had to I made myself tougher, which no one had to tell me to man up. I just said I just did that on my own. It's like, bro, you gotta toughen up. You gotta man up and all that other shit. And that's what I did. No one coddled me either. I was never coddled. If anything, I was a hard-headed ass child. And I will always say that. Young me was a fucking hard-headed ass child. Stubborn. But I did always had a mouth too. I've had a smart ass mouth. And sometimes I did get what I deserved. But I've at one point, I was getting lit up. Especially by some of the funniest dudes in the hood. Now now I can rebuttal. I can rebuttal no one's business. To a point where now I look like the bully. But I had to so where I was cause that's what the DMV is. Niggas shoot to kill. Especially when it comes to joning on people or lighting your ass up, niggas shoot to kill. So you had to you got to get with it or loss. And now I'm to the point where like my rebuttal game's on point, and I can light a nigga up too. Like I had to learn that, and that's one thing I've always been thankful for because that toughened me up. And I've always said like, okay, if you think that men are too tough or too hyper masculine, I think a lot of black women, and like I said, I could be wrong. And there are reasons for this, but I think some of you black women are too soft and cannot take a joke. Like, yeah, I and I know some of your retort is we're the ones getting the degrees, and which is all true. Black women are the most educated, which is all true. We're the ones doing the job, we're making them more money and all that stuff, which is true. But I feel like y'all do that to hide your pain. Like, I've said this before and I'll say it again. Some of you women don't want to be the breadwinner. Y'all don't. But that's on another story. Some of y'all, but there's another problem with y'all. Y'all don't know how to fucking laugh at yourself or take a joke. Now, there are things that I do agree with black women. Like, some shit just ran its course and it's really like not funny anymore. Like men in drag making fun of black women. Like, yeah, that's ran its course. And like, but some people, it's just like, that's their way to, show people they're funny. Like, to me, that's not as funny no more. It's really not. Like, black men in drag I feel like it's really run its course. Unless you are a drag queen. But other than that, a lot of that's done run its course. I don't like seeing it either. So, like, that's one thing, and that's one thing, like, if black women's like, oh, this shit is tiring. I was like, yeah, facts. Like, this shit is really tiring. Like, oh, but then again, a lot of men, we say that too. Yeah, what's up with these dudes dressing like women? Like, what's up with all you niggas in dresses and shit? Like, niggas say that too. It's like, especially if you're really funny, it's like, you ain't got to go to drag. Look, and a lot of people will say this. When Martin did it, he wasn't making fun of black women. It was just a character. When Eddie Murphy did it, he wasn't making fun of black women. It was a character. Like, those were characters. Even Medea. Medea is a character. Some of the shit, like, I've seen is making fun of them. Like, another thing that, and this more or less to do with colorism, and this is more or less on TikTok. But, I'm not on TikTok, but I've seen this a lot, where it's just like these younger black kids, and these are the younger black kids that, when it comes to like white women or other women and all that shit, is like, or it was like a dark skinned women, it's just like, they'll look at them as ugly, but the white women are prettier and all that other shit. I think that's lame too, but at the same time, it's just like, where are these people coming from? Because a lot of these people do that like racially. Nah, fuck that. Some of them are dark skinned too. Some of them dark skinned niggas too. But them, I just want to know why. Like those, I will side with black women. Like, that shit is stupid. And this is coming from a man. I love me as a dark skinned woman. It's like a Keke Palmer. Like a Keke Palmer. It's like, I would love a dark skinned woman. Like, I never grew up with that mentality, like the Kodak Blacks of the world. I never grew up with that mentality of, I don't want a baby that is black as fuck like me, or I don't want it because our baby be black as fuck. Like, a lot of them, like, I'd be wondering why, and I don't think no one ever, like, asked them why. And I think that's another thing. Like, we jump on, like, the way y'all jump on, like, the way a lot of you women jump on black men. You be like, you just never ask, why do you think like this? Y'all think y'all know the answers, but sometimes y'all really don't. Now, single mother, like I said, single mother upbringings is like a lot in the black community. There's a lot of single black mothers, so it's just like you're going to learn some of these characteristics from single black mothers. Now, I'm lucky enough to grow up in a 2-family home, so my mother was there and my father was there. So I have teachers from both. So even then, like, and like I had a grandfather and a grandmother. Like, I learned from everybody. Not just, I never was like in need of no masculinity. It was always there. With that being also, but even then, like, when black men, we sit there and we crack on each other. We fucking like. I feel like, and I've always said this. This is about black jokes. Like when we crack on each other, I feel like that's toughening the skin. Like we do it, like shoot the dozens. Like especially a lot of black men. Some of us like we don't wear. A lot of us don't wear makeup, and a lot of us, we like whatever imperfections we have, we fucking roll with it, and we're cool. Like niggas know I can still get bitches. Like a lot of niggas like me, even me being fat, it's like I can still pull a bitch or two. Like I could pull a bad bitch or two if I really wanted to. Like if I really tried. A lot of niggas would be like that. But I feel like a lot of you women is like it seems like when one dude break your heart, it's like all black men's fault. Now I'm saying I could be wrong. I really could be wrong, but some of y'all women do act like that. Like it's sad to see. It's like sometimes I really do want to be like, I gotta be careful who I crack jokes on. Now then again, like I said, me knowing I gotta calm it down sometimes because I can be shoot to kill. But at the same time, some of y'all sisters try me. Like, I'm not gonna lie about that too. Like, I've clapped at everybody, like men, women, black, white, whoever. I've clapped at everybody. But I'm not gonna lie, the people that try me the most are black women. So if it seems like I meant like if anything, like if you go through my history and it seems like I've clapped on black women the most, they try me the most. But sometimes, but at the same time, I do have civil discussions with black women too. So I'm not gonna say all that. And like but trust me, I've in my lifetime, I've clapped on both black men and women, and any other race of men and women. I've clapped on them all. Trust me when I say it. But even um even then, I don't know. It's just like, especially in this, like y'all want to be, and I said this too, and maybe, and like I said, I could be wrong, but some of y'all, I feel like y'all just want to be victims. A lot of y'all want to argue, just want to argue and complain, and don't want a solution, or y'all just like y'all so much in being a victim, y'all don't know how to not be a victim, or just laugh at the moment. Like that Keke Palmer shit, that's one of those laugh at the moment shit. When Steve and like if you don't think black men like we get dragged all the fucking time. Like Steve Harvey. I think Steve like out of all the people that got dragged on Twitter, Steve Harvey to me is still like top. He gets dragged. Maybe Azalea Banks. But Azalea Banks be deserving it with her crazy fucking ass. But also Steve Harvey. I've never seen people like when Steve Harvey do some shit, it's a dragging. And niggas be dragging. Lizzo, yeah, but like I said, Lizzo do it to herself too. The ass out at the Lakers game. Like, of course niggas was gonna drag her. This shit was like, the fuck was that? But anytime like Lizzo really do be getting dragged. I be saying that Lizzo, but at the same time, I do think she be putting it on herself. That's just me. Um, but I do see that a lot of y'all like be really sensitive, and sometimes like the way y'all retort on black men is like some shit. It's just like it's not even a joke. It's just like y'all just like y'all retort back with some venom shit, like saying that. And a lot of gay black men do this too, which is you know, I feel like this is also a discussion that I feel like we all need to have. But saying that straight black men are the white men of the society or the weakest link and all that other shit, it's just like whoa. Like that come from hate. That doesn't come from no jokes. That come from hate. Like I said, and that's a lot of shit that a black community need to fix too. Cause that shit, you can feel the vitriol and hate out of that, and like the PTSD out of that one. So that shit be fucking getting me too. Overall, overall, and this is just me. Sometimes I feel like black people. It's okay to laugh at yourself sometimes, especially black women. It's okay to laugh at yourself sometimes. Like I think a lot of with us black men, it's just yes, we go through our bullshit, You black women definitely go through your bullshit. The LGBT, y'all go through y'all bullshit. But I'm mostly speaking on black women right now. But yes, y'all go through your bullshit. And so do we. But the thing is, I feel like when at least when we go through our bullshit, we'll laugh it off. Or, we'll cope. Like we find ways to cope with it. Or we turn the shit we into shinola. Like we'll laugh with it sometimes. Some of y'all will sit and some of y'all will sit there and do nothing about it. I've never been that type of person. And the thing is, y'all black women used to not be like that either. Like some of the greatest clapbacks I seen come from women. Like I've been like me watching Martin. Like I love Martin, and one of the things about Martin that I love that is the back and forth between Martin and Pam. Like Pam, obviously, Tashina Arnold's a beautiful woman, and like Martin be getting her, but at the same time, Pam be getting him back too. Like, and that shit is just quick rebuttal and all that shit. Sometimes I feel like we can be like that. Like sometimes I be looking for my Pam. Not even just like a. I'm half the time I'm not even looking for a girlfriend. Sometimes I'm just looking for a Pam, someone I can like throw jokes off. Cause like if you can throw jokes with me, I'll fuck with you. You know all that other stuff. We can laugh at each other. We can all that other stuff. We kiki and all that other shit. I be looking for that, but and because some of y'all, I don't know, y'all be trying to go for low blows. A lot of you black, like y'all don't go through, y'all go through like y'all go through the in case of emergency break glass. Like not even like no lighthearted shit that I can laugh off. Y'all go through niggas deep trauma. Like that's why your mama beat you since you was till you was 30, like type of shit. You're like, God damn. Oh, this is why your mama be beating. It's like, oh, that come from hate. Sometimes, like I said, some of y'all black women rebuttals, it come from hate or it come from some bitterness. Y'all don't. I know y'all don't like hearing saying the word, like black men calling y'all bitter, but sometimes do be true. Some of y'all, it comes from a bitter place, and y'all just, ooh, you can tell like therapy has never been like therapy in the black community definitely is needed. But in conclusion, this Keke Palmer shit or some shit like this that is really lighthearted, it doesn't need a whole black man versus black woman argument. Some shit is just you just laugh at it and just go about your business. And I feel like that's what we did with this Keke Palmer shit. Now, by the time I'm going to post this shit is over and done with anyway. Nobody's gonna give a fuck. So, you know, but by the time I post this, no one's really gonna give a fuck, or it's all been settled in the ground. But just this is just me overlooking at it, and you know, like I said, I could be wrong. I don't mind being wrong. I'm trying to get it right. I'm not trying to be right. I'm trying to get it right. And this could be a discussion like us black people can have. I'm always open ears. So let me know what y'all think. Till then, my name is Oskino Fly, and I'm out. Peace.